Hi, honeys. It's Michelle. I'm here to do a December video. uh, a look back on December. Last month, I did a coffee chat and I threw vlog videos about my life in with it. And I really enjoyed the format. It seemed like a couple of you mentioned that you did too, so that works for me. So we had a Christmas party for, did I tell you this? Now I can't remember. For Brad's work. So we flew up to Seattle. We stayed there for a few days, really just long enough to go to the party. It was a very low-key trip. We really didn't do anything other than go to the party. And then we came home. One thing I love about leaving is I love that feeling of coming home, you know, using my own pillow, my own bathroom, my own toilet paper. I'm literally to the point, speaking of that, I think, I know this sounds excessive, but I'm almost thinking about bringing my own toilet paper when I go out of town at this point. Because it seems like no matter how nice a hotel is, they have John Wayne toilet paper. And it's very drying and chafing, and I don't like it. I'm not old, I'm just middle-aged, but the older I get, the more I'm just so set in my ways. Things have to be a certain way or I'm just not going to enjoy myself. This isn't a coffee chat, this is a apple cider chat. It's just a little bit too late for me to have coffee, but yeah, we had meatloaf and baked potatoes for dinner, and it was really good. And I don't know how much longer the tree's going to be up. Probably not much longer. And I thought, well, why not sit next to it? It's so pretty. I love looking at this tree. And I've what are you doing? Go get it. As you can hear, Olive has the zoomies. What was I saying? Shoot, I can't. Oh, yeah. I've put away most of my Christmas mugs. I'll probably start putting the decorations away soon. But when do you put yours away? Some people, it's like by the 1st or by the 31st, everything's got to be gone. I'm like a by the 7th of January kind of girl. I like having my decorations out for a while. And then when they do go away, it feels nice and clean in the house. But we also have been out of town so much. I want to enjoy my decorations before I put them down, put them away, you know. We got back from the holiday party. I think we had, what was it, a week at home. I felt like I was, I had too much to do or something. And I'm not that busy compared to a lot of people, but for me, it was a lot. So I felt like I was trying to do so much and I just only had so much energy and I was very tired this year. I think part of what's exhausting is whenever we go out of town, we don't keep our pets at the same place. I think I'm going to remedy that this time, but we keep Olive at one place that's, 15 miles this way, and we keep Marty at another place that's half an hour that way where we used to live. And I just don't know if I can do it anymore. We went to my mom's on Saturday, which was her birthday. The vet that Marty was staying at was closed on Saturday and Sunday and Monday. So I could not drop him off on Saturday. I had to drop him off on Friday. So we dropped him off. It was really weird not having Marty here. I think I have a little bit of footage that I'll put here while I'm talking to you about it. Olive was just obsessed with our bed. She doesn't get to go in our bedroom. That's normally Marty's room. And we thought, you know what, we'll just let her play around and have some fun. And so we woke up, we went to drop, well, we finished packing, and then we dropped Olive off. Now, Olive's vet is on the way to go to my mom's. So that actually worked out really well, dropping them off separate days. And then we went to Denny's and we each had brunch. I think we each had, yeah, we each had breakfast kind of meals. And then we drove down to Yuma. Now, that particular drive was very stressful for me and very scary. There's a lot of really windy roads, and it's like winding but up and down also. And you can go 95 and cars will go flying past you. And it's one lane each way, so you can't see what's coming. And to me, it just feels like a death trap. And as Ellen Griswold would say, I don't want to spend the holidays dead, right? Like, I'm trying to stay safe and everything, and it's just very scary. So luckily this time I had Brad with me. Normally, whenever I've gone down there, I drove. So I just did a bunch of crocheting. I was working on a scarf for someone, and it really helped, but I was still super tense. I did, though, at one of the stops, I found my favorite new chips. You guys, if you like chips, these are worth getting. They're just amazing. To the point where on the way home, we saw more and bought more. I don't see those up here ever. Maybe I'm going to the wrong store, but I don't see them. I'll have to start looking. I don't typically look at Tostitos or tortilla chips, though, but now I will be. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you got a toy that you want to show me? Oh. We have a happy olive. Okay, come over here so you don't hurt the tree. Now, I haven't been to my mom's house for Christmas in a long time because usually she's in the motorhome during Christmas. This year she was in her new place, though, that she bought. And it was so nice being able to go and visit her for the holidays. Brad has never experienced my mom's home during the holidays. It's really something else. And we just really enjoyed how beautifully decorated it was. The village that you're probably seeing at some point here, that's the same one that we had when I was growing up. And it's just really wonderful to be in her home during the holidays. It's just so cozy and comforting and beautiful, and it feels like I think the holidays should feel. Mom's house is just the best place to celebrate Christmas. So it was just the four of us. It was my mom and my stepdad and myself and my husband. And it was so cute when my mom was opening her gift from us. Callie, her cat, was helping her open it. So I've got some footage here that I'll be showing you while I'm talking. My stepdad made the best food. Okay, so Friday night, or what was it? Okay, Saturday night we went out to dinner for my mom's birthday. We went to Olive Garden. And then on Saturday, I think we had hot dogs and chips, and that was good. And we played a lot of board games, and card games, and we watched football, and it was kind of funny. I think, was that on the same day? Well, while we were there, we watched a Seahawks game, which is their team, and a Raiders game, which would be our team. Although we don't typically watch football, it was still kind of fun. We open one of the family traditions that we've always had is opening presents on Christmas Eve instead of Christmas. So we opened presents Christmas Eve night, and then on Christmas, my stepdad made this. Oh, it was really good. It was like a French toast casserole. It was amazing. And then we didn't have lunch because it was like a late breakfast. That way we could just skip to dinner. For dinner, he made rice with chicken. You know, like that bake that's like a rice and chicken bake. It was really good, though. He tried a new recipe, and I really liked it. And it was nice and creamy and very natural tasting. Okay, Olive. She's really pulling on this thing. Then we had cream corn, and we had this broccoli salad that was so good. And then, we had wine with dinner, red wine. And then my mom made her famous cheesecake, which was amazing. I love her cheesecake. I feel like I was a kid again, being able to enjoy the cheesecake that she always made when I was a kid. We watched Christmas Vacation, and we played more board games. Board games are fun, though, I think. So we had a wonderful time. There was no arguing. There was no drama. We just had the best time. And we're looking back on our trip with them with really fond memories. The only thing I would have changed, if I could, was once again, I forgot to get pictures of all of us. I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep doing that where I forget to get family pictures, and I really wanted to get some, and I didn't. So that's the one thing I need to remember next time. Because of my anxiety and the drive down being so hard for me, we had talked with my stepdad, and he and Brad had decided that it'd really make more sense to go a different route on the way home. And we decided to go through Lake Havasu. So I did more crocheting on the way. We did as many stops as we could on the way home, and there was quite a few more places to stop going that route. We did end up, just like everybody does on a road trip, we stopped at Jack in the Box for lunch, and it was a 45-minute wait, I would say, at least, to get through that drive-through. I don't know what was going on in there, but it must have been really fun. Lately, I feel like I keep having experiences with fast food where it's not fast food anymore. And that's fine, but I probably just start making it at home then if I can. Except in that situation, I couldn't. But yeah, I don't want to wait 45 minutes for fast food. I don't have to wait that long when I eat dinner at some of the restaurants we like, you know. So then we went to Lake Havasu on the way home. And that was, for us, it was love at first sight. We loved Lake Havasu. We drove over the London Bridge, and it's not really the London Bridge, it's the bricks that were used to support the London Bridge, which is kind of disturbing since it fell down, right? But they were brought over to America and used to put this bridge together. But they're like external, I should mention that. They're external bricks, not the ones that actually support it, but they look like they're supporting it. And then we went to this park in Lake Havasu, and I have to go back. And now I feel like, okay, well, that route makes it a lot more pleasant to go down there. And at some point, maybe we could even just meet my mom and my stepdad there, because it's like halfway for both of us. So it wouldn't seem like such a long drive if we ever want to get together for a day or a weekend or something. But I definitely want a vacation there at some point. if I can. So we did our drive home. We listened to a podcast that was very inspiring about the new year and making New Year's resolutions and why they're important. And it was a Dr. Phil one, which was like, oh, I do like Dr. Phil, but I didn't realize how inspiring some of his podcasts would be. I've been listening to them somewhat recently, and I just really enjoy them. And this particular one is talking about how it's just a time of year to look at where you are in life and how you can make improvements and maybe get back on track with things that you are not on track with anymore. But he talked about making it a year-long or a lifelong thing, not just something you do for a couple of weeks and then forget about. So I'm trying to be very intentional about my New Year's resolutions this year. And so they are probably what everybody else's are. I want to go through my whole house and get everything deep cleaned and organized. But to top it off, we want to get rid of our storage unit, which isn't a lot of stuff, but I need to go through all that. It's been sitting in there for years, 4 years now, just been sitting there. I don't even know what's in there. I'm assuming I could probably get rid of a lot of it because if I missed it, I would have gone and got it by now, right? But, so that's part of the goal. And then keeping the house clean after that and figuring out a way to do that. And that's another one. I found this woman who does these videos that talk about cleaning and organizing that I find very motivational, and they just click with me in ways that other people's videos about cleaning don't, or books I've read or anything like that. So I've been trying some of her methods the last week or two, and they seem to be sticking so far. But I even like printed out some sheets, some checklists and stuff, so I can try to stay on top of this stuff and turn them into habits as opposed to chores, you know? And then the other big thing is I do want to start being active again and going to the gym again, and maybe not eating the way I was because it was probably too, for my liking, too clean, but eating healthier, which kind of goes hand in hand with working out, right? I think one thing that I really learned working with that doctor and that trainer when I originally went down the weight loss journey that I never finished was they both kept saying you have to eat healthy in a way that is sustainable. And the problem is the way that the doctor wanted me to eat was not sustainable. The way the trainer wanted me to eat was. And the trainer was a certified nutritionist. So I'm going to go with more of his method and be going to the gym and taking Olive on walks more and that kind of stuff. And we'll see. But anyway, those are my New Year's resolutions. So we finally got home, and we finally got to be with our pets again. And they missed us, huh? Yeah. She was so happy to see us, huh? Yeah. Oh, but you got to come home early. So part of why we dropped her off a day, like on the way there, and picked her up on the way home, it's a lot more expensive to board a high maintenance dog than it is a cat. But Marty, you know, he's getting older. He's got arthritis in his hips, and he's got some lung issues. He's getting so crotchety in his older age, and especially now that Zelda is gone. It's like we have a totally different cat now. Trying to get to know him all over again has been weird because he's an old man. And so he no longer wants to go into boarding when we leave. Like, he's made that very clear. And it's been an adventure with him. And he's always been one of those cats that you don't see a whole lot of. But now he's a lap cat, but a very demanding lap cat. He wants to be petted all the time, and he gets very upset if I don't pet him. And then New Year's Eve, he normally hides under the bed all night. Not this year. Wanted to be held the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, Oh, we got a chance to go to dinner with Brad's sister and her boyfriend and their kids. And we had a really good time. And once again, who forgot to take pictures? I did. And I'm not very happy about that because, especially with the kids, every time I see them, they look different. Every time I see them, they're taller. We had a really good time with them, though, and it was really wonderful to see them again. I did film a Dollar Tree video before I left for the Christmas vacation trip with my mom, with Brad to go see my mom. Did you still want to see it, or should I just delete it? I wasn't sure. Like it. Do you want Dollar Tree that's new? Because if so, that's fine. Just you know, just let me know if you care or not. If you want to see it, I'd be happy to post it. If you don't care, I'll just post the next time I go. As far as my Christmas village that I started working on last year, the Linux village, I I mean, I just find them to be way more than I could possibly afford when they're full price, right? So I was waiting until after Christmas to get them. The problem is by the time we got home from our Christmas trip and I thought of it, when I went to go look at them online, they were all sold out. Because usually there's a good sale on them right after Christmas. You're trying to get rid of them. So I need to remember to do that next year. But I did get a Linux travel mug that looks like it's like a Christmas travel mug. And that was on clearance. And I think it was $9 or something. That was really pretty. I'm excited to get that and use that next year over the holidays. And I'm going to get rid of my other Christmas travel mugs and just have this one. Because the ones I have are real cheap and they're falling apart. And I don't want them anymore. I'm trying to be really intentional about, this isn't really a New Year's resolution because it's been going on for a while now. I'm just trying to get more intentional about what I buy. And if I don't think I'm going to be using something or it's going to bring value to my life in some way, I don't want to keep buying stuff just because I like it. And I'm trying to get rid of stuff too because I feel like I have too much stuff that's just sitting in the back of the shelf or whatever. And so when it comes to things like travel mugs, I do like to have a different Christmas travel mug aside from the ones that I usually use. And I'm just not enjoying the ones I have. They're very cheap. They came from probably the Dollar Tree years ago or maybe a drugstore or something like that. And they're just not holding up the way I want them to. And I thought, well, Linux is really good quality. I'm pretty sure that's going to hold up. So I've got my holiday decor. I'll put some little images of that up here. Did you take down your holiday decorations already? And do you have any New Year's resolutions? If they are, I'd love to hear what they are. Or if you don't, that's cool. I haven't had them for years. I just happen to be inspired by Dr. Phil this time. So I'll try to find a link to his podcast and to the lady that I find so inspiring with cleaning and organizing. And I'll put those down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me tonight or today or whatever time of day you're watching. I'll be back soon. I've got a lot of plans for this channel in the new year, and I'm excited to get to filming. I love you. Olive loves you. Bye.